What if I told you that 94% of diners decide where to eat based on reviews? Or that Cornell found in a study that up to 26% of independent restaurants fail in their first year? These are statistics that restaurants cannot ignore if they hope to be successful. Here at Culinary Insight Co., we want to help you navigate your journey to success. Culinary Insight Co. was catapulted into existence because of one simple desire to help others. My colleagues and I have seen too many amazing restaurants fail over the years because of bad reviews. We want to help new restaurants take hold of their future by giving them the knowledge and the tools they need to succeed. We are unparalleled in our commitment to our clients, and we have been a part of successful restaurants ourselves and want nothing more than for other restaurants to succeed. We hope to give back to other restaurants using our knowledge gained in the industry of how important an online presence is. There are so many restaurants who spend countless hours working on their dishes and perfecting their craft, but fail because they do not understand the importance of their online presence. Our slogan is the Food Insiders. It's a fun way for us to show that we're more than just boring consultants. Our mission is to empower restaurants with the tools, training, and strategies they need to operate efficiently, communicate effectively, and deliver an outstanding customer experience. Our vision and mission is to become the leading consultant company known for transforming good restaurants into unforgettable dining experiences. Cultivating a restaurant through reviews is like creating a new recipe. You need the right ingredients to make it work. A restaurant's online presence has just as much of an impact on their success as the food and service a restaurant delivers. Hello, my name is Andrew Bailey, and I am a partner here at Culinary Insight Co. I work directly with our clients to consult them on any and all matters concerning their restaurant. After having spent 20 years in the food industry, I realized something. A restaurant's online presence can make or break their success. It doesn't matter how good your food or your service is. All of that can become obsolete if a restaurant has a negative or non-existent online presence. I help navigate clients on how to cultivate a positive online presence because if that presence and reputation are not monitored, it can be disastrous for the business. Efficient communication isn't always easy, but it is simple. Providing proper notice, reminders, and operating on an agreed upon method of communication is always preferred. My group has benefited greatly from this. We have done 99% of our communication on one platform that we agreed upon and always reminded each other of dates for assignments and meetings to make sure we stayed on track. In order for a restaurant to succeed, everyone must be on the same page and operate as a team. Without proper communication, the team cannot be cohesive, which can lead to a whole host of issues. The restaurant that I reviewed is known as Slice's Pizzeria. It's a family-owned restaurant that has been in business now for over 19 years, experiencing rapid growth and notoriety over the last few years especially. Because of this, it recently opened a new location in Pike Plaza, which is an area full of other restaurants. Slices is known for its hand-tossed pizza and bar and is a popular option for many families to visit for sports events. Two direct competitors of Slice's Pizzeria are Pedro's Mexican Grill and Cantina and Corner Cafe. All three restaurants are located in Pike Plaza in close proximity to each other, so they all already compete on close. As Amy highlighted in her review below, Slices is known for its great atmosphere, and it is because of its great atmosphere that it has become as popular as it has. Thanks to its atmosphere, Slices has become known as a great place to go eat and watch sports events. Many families will go there on the weekends and watch football, basketball, baseball, or any other kind of sport on all the various TVs that Slices has. Another strength that Slices has that sort of ties into the previous one is its bar. Its bar kind of creates part of the atmosphere that makes Slices so popular. Many people love to go there and watch sports events and sit at the bar. They can get a drink, they can talk with friends, they can watch the sports on the TV, but the bar is just kind of a unique trait that Slices has that not a lot of other restaurants, especially in the area, have at their restaurants. So it is a huge strength for them. Now, last but certainly not least, and maybe most importantly, another great strength of Slices is their food. As Russ mentioned in his review, they also have great wings. Now, when you think of Slices, you of course would think of pizza, and while their pizza is great, it's important to note that they have other great food options as well. such as their wings and their sandwiches. While Slices does have many great strengths, they also do have some weaknesses, the first of which that I want to touch on being their service. While going through their reviews, I found a few negative reviews talking about their service, specifically saying how it was slow. As Katie mentioned in her review below, she said that she sat at her table for over 10 minutes with no menus. That is simply not acceptable for a restaurant that hopes to be successful. Another weakness of Slices that I feel like I have to touch on is their lack of professionalism. I saw this mentioned in a few reviews, but the one that stuck out to me the most was made by Brandy. She left a review saying that she was overcharged on her order, and when she called into the restaurant to have it fixed, the worker accused her of cursing and diminished her character. This is obviously a huge strike against Slices and is something that cannot be overlooked. Slices must work on their professionalism if they hope to be successful. Another weakness of Slices is actually their atmosphere. Their atmosphere sort of acts as a double-edged sword. It's great in a lot of ways, but negative in some ways as well, as Jeff points out in his review below. He mentions that he happened to come in on bike night, and there were a lot of bikers there that were acting very rowdy. I assume they probably had quite a few drinks at the bar. You have to be careful about having a bar in your restaurant because it can create an atmosphere where you'll have people come in and sort of act a fool, you could say. The first competitor of Slices I would like to touch on is Corner Cafe. While going through their reviews, I noticed a common theme, many of which were saying their food was subpar, lacking in quality and in flavor. I have a review by Donald below saying exactly that, mentioning that his hamburger meat was subpar and lacking in flavor. This is obviously a huge weakness for Corner Cafe that Slices can capitalize on, as their food is mentioned to be very good in quality. The other competitor of Slices I would like to touch on is Pedro's Mexican Grill and Cantina. And while going through their reviews, I noticed a similar theme to Corner Cafe, that their food is also subpar, lacking in quality and in flavor. And I have a review by Mike below that mentions that exact same thing, saying that his hamburger meat seemed to be pre-made and out of a bag. The first threat to Slices I would like to talk about is their atmosphere, which, as I mentioned earlier, is sort of a double-edged sword. While going through their reviews, I found a few that had highlighted how they ended up leaving the restaurant because it was too rowdy, usually on a night when they had a game night. The review that I have attached below is by Jeff, and he said that he came in on bike night and there were a lot of rowdy bikers there, which led to him to bring his food home. And by the time he got home, his food was no longer as good as it would have been if he had stayed and ate it at the restaurant. The next threat to Slices comes because of Pedro's. Pedro's does a Taco Tuesday where they do a heavy discount on their tacos. But this also doubles as an opportunity for Slices to do a similar thing where they give a discount for their food. I think it'd be a great idea to do this on days where they're maybe not quite as busy, but there's still games on, such as on Monday and Thursday. Another threat to Slices that I discovered by going through their reviews is their often subpar service. I have a review left below by Thomas stating that he was not even waited on, and unfortunately this was not the only review left stating that they were not even waited on, or if they were waited on, it was after 10 to 15 minutes, which is simply not acceptable and will definitely keep people from eating at their restaurant. However, this threat can double as an opportunity for Slices to improve on their service. Another opportunity for Slices to improve is their food. While their food is often regarded as being very well by the majority of the reviews left for them, the food is always something that can be improved upon. Whether it be more training for the staff or developing new menu items, the food can always improve. Here I am displaying a SWOT analysis chart that I constructed using the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that I have already discussed previously. Before I begin the wrap up here and get into my conclusion, I just want to take a minute to say that we are truly grateful for all of our clients that give us a chance to offer them our expertise and help them improve our restaurant. We try to show our appreciation to our clients the best way we can, and we truly do take pride in our company and what it stands for. Below I've highlighted some of our promotional items, which includes a bag and a water bottle with our logo on them that we made ourselves. I have to say we are pretty proud of ourselves in this company. In conclusion, if I had to leave Slices with just one piece of advice, it would be to manage their reviews on a day-to-day basis. I know that may sound like a lot of work, but managing your reviews on a day-to-day basis is absolutely critical to a restaurant's success because nothing is more important to a restaurant's success than their online reputation and presence. I know that if Slices can implement this as well as improve on their service, they can continue to be a successful restaurant. If Slices needs anything, they can always reach me at my phone, email, or website below. Thank you.